In this video, I'm just going to go over three components, which is what a ReadyStack is, the different interfaces where we've set up between the audience and user community with our service providers. And then finally, I'll get into what the distribution plan is and the awareness plan is for all of our ReadyStacks. So as far as what a ReadyStack is, the simplest way to put it is that we're bridging education to action. So everyone's been to a webinar where you gather all this knowledge and then it just kind of like walks out the back door because there's no way to deploy or execute what you've learned. So in this example here, you can see George and Adam from CRO School. They've got a lot of information about IC refinement and account list building, and they put this lesson on Kajabi. So what I did is repurpose the lesson into a ReadyStack, and we have a few different surface areas for the consumers beyond the YouTube. We have a Miro board which lays out the high level of what the process is and where all the moving parts are and some of the service contacts that will help people onboard and deploy. And then we have the other area, which is the actual composition area itself, where they can just start to run this thing. So that is how we're bridging the knowing doing gap and turning education into action and just bringing them together. As far as the interfaces that we've got set up with service providers like yourself, we have three different areas. The first is something that's very obvious, which is hire expert. So if people click that button, they'll see all the different folks that are within their region to provide various services. The whole idea there is we want to wrap TLC around our audiences and be attentive and on the spot for whatever they need. The second area that we have is more contextual, and that's within the composition area itself. And you see, for example, here where we have LinkedIn awareness with Aware, all the different links for Aware and tutorials and a video from Alex Boyd, the founder of Aware. The third area where we have the interface is that when we're onboarding audiences into a ReadyStack, and onboarding is free, in any conversation we're having around customer success or support with our users, we are transcribing those conversations and then we run them up to ChatGTP automatically, and then ChatGTP automatically alerts all of our service providers if topics that they're involved with and their domain expertise come up. And then you would also see a sticky in there with some of the detail information so you can connect directly with the user. And one of the key areas there obviously is we're all about building relationships at the problem aware stage. So our strategic intent with ReadyStack is that we are a very powerful medium in helping all of our service providers, all of our users and ISVs and so on, start to build relationships when people are exploring and getting educated, and then be able to carry that relationship throughout execution and into scale. Now, the third part of this is the distribution. And in my experience, it doesn't matter if you've got a great product, you need to have a distribution network. And this is how I've handled it. It's a really simple formula. One ReadyStack has 420 different service providers associated with it, 20 different ISVs, and 1,000 affiliates. And when we do a multiplier on top of that of 2 to 3 shares per month, we're looking at about 3.5 million organic impressions of a ReadyStack preview every single month per ReadyStack. You may be asking, well, why will people share? I mean, 2 to 3 times may be a lot. That's where our revenue share has come in. And what I'm paying for and offering is 40% of all of the ReadyStack fees that are derived from the ReadyStack will go to the person who shares ReadyStack. And if the person ends up making a copy of the ReadyStack and running it, 40% of the income is theirs for life. So yes, it's a very generous offer, but I'm really happy to pay for that because we're after something really special here, which is to finally bring about change in how teams like us go to market, and having it be more wholesome and healthy and much more oriented toward education and what works. That's the lowdown on what we're working on, and I appreciate you taking the time and look forward to having a chat.